Paul, I don't know where to start. Let's start with the fans. 8,300 and some in Carlisle fans on a Tuesday night when it's like that. What does that say about the club at the minute?
It just says everything's on the up, isn't it? It's a brilliant turnout, and I've got to give the Barrow fans credit as well. It's not just about ours. I thought they all made it a good atmosphere. Obviously, they were a bit quieter second half, thankfully, but brilliant support. They just keep. I used the word surprise on Saturday, but they're not surprising me, but they just keep turning out in the numbers, and it's absolutely fantastic. And we know, though, we have to keep winning games of football to keep it. We've got to keep doing things properly, and credit to the players the way they went about it tonight. They were ruthless, barring whatever it was, 20 seconds where we allowed them a goal, and I didn't want that. I think we've thrown a clean sheet away tonight. But all in all, I'm absolutely delighted with the performance from the players and the performance from the supporters.
This might sound like a weird one with the scoreline at the end, but we had to work our way into that game. It wasn't all ours to start with.
Oh, not a chance, no. We knew it wasn't going to be, because these are a good side, Barrow. They play some good football. They've got good forward players. They tried to set a little bit of a trap and allow us to keep the ball at the back, trying to then press us in midfield, but I thought we showed really good composure. We scored at a great time just before half-time. Mellish just nicking in behind and putting it away. He'd had another one just before that as well that the keeper made a good save. But it was hard. It was difficult to break them down, and it was a horrible night for playing football. I'm sure it was a horrible night for watching football. But when we go about it the way we did second half, I just thought we got the basics right. We did the basics really well, which is what we said at half-time. If we can do that right, then we've got more than enough to go and win this game, and in the end we won it really comprehensively.
You've done this before, you've had the 11 on the pitch, but you've moved them around. You did it with Mells in that first half, and that gave us the momentum that you were looking for. What was the thinking behind that move?
Yeah, they've been very consistent the way that Barrow have set up. I think they've probably only had one game, I think it might have been Mansfield, where they changed the shape. They've been very consistent with the way they've gone about the shape. Although they made 5 changes to the starting team tonight, it's what I expected, and I thought they would cause us problems with it. Although I didn't like the way they kept the ball a bit too much for my liking in the first half. I don't really think they caused us many problems, or didn't cause our goal many problems. So it wasn't that we were getting overrun. I just felt the change of shape might just give us a little bit more control and a little bit more chance to get ourselves in the game. And I've got to say, it's a little bit of luck with the goal. I know it's a good finish, but you get a little bit of luck with a mistake for the first goal. But the way we went about it second half, I thought we were really clinical, ruthless about it, and that's the desire that they've got in that group.
You mentioned that great finish from Mells. I'm sure when you picked Ben, you didn't expect him to be given an assist with a header on the edge of the box in a situation like that.
Yeah, to be honest, he's worked really hard, Ben, and tonight was about not forcing the issue with Joel Senior, because I was concerned that we might have been asking too much of Joel, and I thought he looked tired on Saturday, so it was an opportunity to take him out of it. It's funny because a few weeks ago I tried Ben in training as a right wing back, just to see how he was, and I thought he looked really comfortable. So he hasn't done himself any harm at all tonight with the way he played. I thought he showed real calmness, probably more calmer in the right back position than he was comfortable in that wing back. But again, that was the way that they played. In K pushed on really high and forced us back a little bit. So I just thought the change helped us as a team, and certainly helped Ben as well.
Timing of the first goal gave us a platform. Timing of the second goal gave us a springboard.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, and it's. I think it knocked the stuffing out of them a little bit, because when you get a goal so close to half time against you like they did, they want to come out second half and try and get front foot and try and get themselves back in the game. But we just didn't give them any opportunities to do that. I thought we defended really, really well again, as I say, barring that little blip that we had. But we defended so well as a team. I thought Joe Garner was outstanding up front. I thought it was great to get Amari back out on the grass. I thought Jordan Gibson put a hell of a shift in. And we're talking about three front players there who I'm talking about on a defensive side of it, and then on the flip side, they then produce stuff in terms of the forward play that gets us the goals. And when you've got options that you can bring off the bench, like Christian Dennis, who now goes on to 18, I think, and John Kamani Gordon, who comes on and shows an incredible turn of pace to get in for the penalty, it's good. I'm a little bit disappointed. I wanted to get Jack Robinson onto it tonight and he was going to come on, but I was angry with the goal and didn't want to take changes. It would have looked as if I was sort of taking the mickey a little bit, but I wasn't. It was more just about getting him introduced and giving him some minutes. But all in all, it's a really, really big win.
The second half goals, we've carved them open, for including the penalty, we've carved them open with some determined play and then some quick thinking and actually intelligence.
Yeah, I think the sort of springboard for us was that we were front foot. We knew that it'd be about winning second balls. We thought that if anything was going up to their two centre backs, the chances are they're going to win the first contact. So we had to make sure we're in good areas to pick up the seconds, and that's what happened in terms of our forward stuff. But even on the other side of it, when the ball was going up to Bennett, we competed well with that, and then our midfielders are in good areas to pick up again and get us playing forward. So there was a lot of good things tonight in and out of possession, and I'm not trying to be clever, but against a good side like Barrow, if you beat them 5-1, you've obviously done quite a few good things.
Garner, Patrick and Mellish in that second half, their finishes, that was ruthless, it was clinical.
Yeah, brilliant. So pleased with the way that we're able to change it and freshen it up and bring fresh legs on, and you've got somebody like Joe who's got such nous about the way he plays. Really pleased for Amari because he's worked hard to get himself fit again. Again, I had it in my mind that would be the changes that we could make and put fresh legs on so we don't push our luck with them. But I just thought there was like a seamless change with them two going into the starting lineup, and then the two subs coming on. It was seamless. Pleased to get Dev involved as well, and I needed to take Mel's out because he'd got his card. I wasn't even bothered that he could have got a hat-trick. I'm more but concerned about keeping him available for us, and I wasn't prepared to take a chance of him getting a second yellow.
Just going to mention Joe's goal again. When he got the ball, he was so calm all night in everything he did, and that was another calm moment. You're thinking he's going to score here.
Well, that's why we've brought him here, because he knows the game, he knows football, he's got a calmness about him. I thought they tried to do their very best, particularly on the sidelines, to try and get Joe Cardy tonight and get him in trouble, but he was as calm as anything. He got brought down on a few occasions, but he just picked himself back up again, didn't get wound up by anything, and he showed his experience tonight, I thought. So I'm really pleased for him, and I'm absolutely delighted that we've got him with us.
And you've already spoken about Chris, but what is 18 goals at this stage of the season? It's limitless at the minute.
Yeah, no, his first target's to get to 20. Hopefully he'll keep going, but there is a real determination in there to keep going. There's no resting on what we've done so far. We've gone third in the table tonight, and we've got to make sure that we carry it on. I've been in football for so long now. I've seen too many of these occasions where you have a really good home performance on a Tuesday and it falls flat on its backside on a Saturday. We don't want that. We've given however many home supporters, you said there was 8,500, whatever, of something to go home happy about on a really tough night. Hopefully this weekend we'll get them all coming back in again, and maybe even some more, and we keep pushing ourselves forward.
You like little targets, 6 wins from 7, 4 in a row. That's a couple pretty good ones notched off already. We just want to keep it going now into Saturday.
Yeah, without a doubt, and that's the message to the players tonight. Yes, really good professional, resilient performance the way we've gone about it. We'll have to go again now, and that's the next one. This will be put to bed. We can enjoy it tonight, forget about it tomorrow, and move on and get ready to try and put on a performance and get a result against Saturday's opponents.
Division's top scorers by some margin at the moment. When that's happening, things are going right.
Yeah, they are. Again, I'm going to say it though. I wanted a clean sheet tonight, and we didn't get it. So there's definitely things we can improve on. We have to be ruthless. Tonight, when it's 4-0, it's okay if you make a mistake. Well, it's not okay, but you can cover it up. We just have to make sure we keep going. If we'd have done what we did for the penalty, where we just put our foot through it and turn them round, then it's a 5-0. So it's good. There's lots of good things. Still areas that we need to be better.
A couple of transfer window ones. Paul Ipswich had a quadruple announcement tonight. One of them, Ryan Carr, so that had to go at half-time. Strange for the fans, but nothing we could do. How did that happen? How did Kazi get onto the Ipswich radar?
Well, he's a player who they asked us about in December, and they asked us if they could take him in for a week of training, which we allowed them to do, because You know, it's a good football club, and we were in a position where when you get a club like that shows an interest, and Ryan was at the end of his scholarship this year. He'd only been with us for 2 years, and you look at the situation, and we're vulnerable in that area because of the rules of the EPPP and compensation. We weren't going to get a hell of a lot for him, so they've left it up until these last few days, and then they came in, I think it was over the weekend, with a bid. We've tried to get an improvement. It's a nominal fee, but it is actually more than we would have got to a tribunal if it goes in the summer. And it's a really tricky situation, and supporters may not like to hear this, but we have a problem in that regard when it comes to the academy players, because if we do have good ones, unless they're playing in our first team where we can sort of try and demand a bit more money, they've got us in a difficult situation. So I think I'm really pleased for Ryan, because he's a good lad, a great lad. I think he's got a good future ahead of him. We have no holding area where we could have been playing him here, so he's playing under 18s and he's not quite ready for the first team in my opinion. So we had to just make that decision, allow him to go, and we wish him all the best. And at this, what I'm saying isn't a slant on Ipswich Town either. It's the rules. That's just the way the rules go, and we have to just accept it, as much as we might not like it.
Last one from me, couple of hours to go. Are you off home for a glass of red, or are we getting pizzas in and on the phones?
No, I'll be going home. As far as I'm aware, there's been no inquiries for any of our players. And I'm really happy with the group we've got. Obviously, I'm disappointed to be losing Toby. The news isn't great on him. He's got a grade 3 strain of 2 of his ligaments in his ankle, so he's possibly going to need surgery, which is likely to be about 12 weeks out from surgery, whenever that is. So it's a blow for something that was really innocuous. Apart from that, we seem to be in a good place.
Paul, thank you.